Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing great. So, guys, great news. And with grants, it's all about interpretation and your ability to be able to interpret your grant or your grant responses or who you apply for grants with based on what you do. Sometimes they may call it something that you don't quite do, but Cartier is giving away multiple sets of $200,000, 8 sets of $200,000. They have 8 pillars. They're giving away $100,000, $60,000, and $30,000 per pillar. So $190,000 per pillar. For women, well, really people, they didn't say women, for women who are working in the diversity and inclusion space. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So let me tell you what that is. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is anybody that is working to make things better for what they consider a historically underutilized group. That could be women, that could be minorities, that could be LGBTQ, that could be people with disabilities, that could be anybody. Anybody that's working in that space. So you may not call it diversity, equity, and inclusion because that's kind of a new word, that's kind of a buzzword, but it may be true that that is something that you do. And if that is something that you do, regardless as to who it's for, you need to get your name in this hat. Now, they do ask for some stuff, but nothing that is too difficult for you to come up with. And even the financials, if you use QuickBooks, you can come up with those. So you've got to keep an eye out for this money because it is this money that allows you to get in that space where you're profitable. So again, that's Cartier. They're giving away $100,000 for anybody in the diversity, equity, and inclusion space. And again, and I think do you have to be a US business? I'm not sure. But you may not call your business that, but that may be what you do. I don't call my business that, but for the last 12 years, I've served women in the space of helping them earn more money. That is inclusion because everybody should have the same access to opportunities, including money. So if you're not applying for these grants, make sure you go to bit.ly/24 grant bundle and make sure you put your name in the hat for some of these grants because every day I hear people saying, I need the money to build my business. But then here you are with these opportunities and you don't necessarily take them. So you want to make sure you take advantage of every single one of these opportunities because this is the money that you've been looking for. And again, it's about being able to interpret what they're asking for. Good morning, D. Morris, and give them what they're asking for. You may not be doing exactly what they say. And we're actually having an introduction to grant writing. For those of you who don't know, go to bit.ly/grant writing virtual workshop. That's going to be Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stop saying I don't know about grants and get in the loop and learn so that you can start taking advantage of this revenue. And believe it or not, we have to ask So many people, hey, did you apply for this grant? There's like at least $1 million in grants expiring in June. And we literally have to beg people to get in line. And I don't understand that. So many entrepreneurs talking about how hard it is out here. So many entrepreneurs talking about, oh, I may have to go back to work. But there's this capital out here that could level the playing field, that could give you the money you need to build a team, that could give you the opportunities to run ad campaigns, that could give you some marketing assistance, that can give you a business strategy. So don't miss out on learning, because the workshop's only $87 early bird. The price is going to go up tomorrow. So don't miss out on learning simply because you want to invest in your business. And for those of you who say, I can never find grants, we have a list of 24 grants we're giving away free. If you go to bit.ly/24 grant bundle, 24 grant bundle. And once you get that free list, it's going to give you an opportunity to get a discounted list of over 900 grants that has taken us 4 years or more to curate. So don't miss out on these opportunities if you're not ready this year. So if you see like, okay, I see this Cartier grant, maybe good for me, but I'm not really ready this year, start getting ready for the next year. Most of these grants come back quarterly. We were talking about the Comcast grant yesterday. Some of these grants come back on a yearly basis. So get ready. eBay gives away $10,000 grants every year to eBay store owners. So somebody asked me, well, what if I don't have an eBay store? They asked me last year. I said, well, if you don't have an eBay store, go and get an eBay store. Go and get an eBay store so that when they come back next year, you're qualified. Shopify gives out money. Last year, I know that Linktree gave out $500,000. These QuickBooks, Intuit gives out money. These are businesses that you spend money with. These are businesses that you spend money with. So if these are businesses that you spend money with, why wouldn't you go and work to apply and get some of your money back? Comcast gives away money. AT&T gives away money. These are businesses where you're consistently sowing a seed. So you got to make sure that you don't allow your feelings of not being eligible, your feelings of not being good enough to keep you away from applying. You're only going to get better once you apply. And that's why we're hosting this introduction to grant writing workshop. If you go to bit.ly/grant writing virtual workshop, if you are in Houston, we do have a few in-person seats available. Definitely let us know. Come out and sit in the class and get to know. But this is going to be a live workshop. So you can, hey, Miss D, so you can get to that place where you're getting better with grants. And this is an introduction. This is not a deep dive. It's not a certification. It's not a multi-week course. But if you're somebody that does not apply because you don't know, then this is enough to give you some confidence to go out there and start to apply. And that is the number one reason that most people don't apply. They say that, I'm not good enough, or I don't know what to do. And the truth is, if you don't educate yourself, you're not gonna ever do anything. You're gonna stay in the same path. So $200,000 is a lot of money. For those of you who are in the diversity, equity, and inclusion space, you understand this. If you're not in that space, You may be in that space if you serve women primarily, if you serve men, if you offer business building opportunities to them. There's so many ways that you can say, I'm qualified. So, in other words, don't count yourself out, count yourself in. So make sure you go to bit.ly/grant writing virtual workshop. The workshop is this Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. For those of you who say, oh, I never know where to find grants, go to bit.ly/24 grant bundle, grab your list of 24 grants and start to apply. Start to see what it is that they're really giving away, right? Start to see what they need from you for you to be in the race. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. That was just my grant alert of the day. I wanted to let you know I'll be back a little later, but don't miss out on these opportunities that you need to build your business.